Joe in Detroit, what's going on?
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Good, thank you.
I wanted to talk about that first drive in the second half. After San Francisco comes down, scores a field goal, we go on a long drive, and Montgomery had about probably 20 yards on that drive, 4 or 5 carries, and we get down to the 28 or the 30, and the 3rd and 4 call for St. Brown up the middle has me scratching my head. I just can't understand that call when you have Gibbs on the sidelines who hadn't touched the ball all drive, and you had Montgomery chewing up yards. What is the logic behind running our best wide receiver up the gut?
I don't disagree with you at all on that. That was kind of weird. He's done it like once or twice, and they have picked up 4 yards or whatever. So there is some history. There is some history.
Inopportune time for that.
I don't, like I said, I don't disagree with you. That's probably the reason he did it. Probably, I don't know if there's much of a surprise factor for the defense when he's lined up back there, but it has happened before.
In a situation like that, would I rather have the ball in Montgomery's hand or Amon-Ra St. Brown's hands coming out of the backfield? Montgomery.
Yeah.
I got to say, out of all the things in the game that truly frustrated me, it was that. Like, Montgomery doubled Gibbs in yards per carry. Yeah. It was clear they were just chunking them. Well, Keep it going. Stop it. It's the Michigan factor. I brought this up yesterday. You know what, Penn State? You couldn't stop it.
But it's the play. You look at everybody focuses on how many carries he got. Don't forget, the next drive was Gibbs and the fumble. They didn't have many possessions in the second half.
Stoney, what I'm saying is that they stuck to their regular season rotation when there was clear evidence throughout the game, and I think up to that point where Montgomery was just getting 5 to 7 yards.
Yeah, but it's not like they truly went away from it.
No,
it was.
But why do you do it on the caller's point? Why do you do it on?
Well, that play I agree with.
Okay, so you're talking about one play in the second half.
Yeah,
it's a critical play.
No,
it led to you going for it.
I agree. That play was a bad play call.
Yeah,
Wrinkles.
But for everybody that says, oh, well, they should have been handing the ball to Montgomery more in the second half, or why did they go away from it? They really go away from it. You go away from it because you have one drive that has one play, and you handed that to one of your running backs.
Right.
And that was a fumble. Before that, you had in terms of downs, you had given it to Montgomery. You had given it to Montgomery on almost every other drive, except for that, the 3 and out. And
right.
Even at that, you gave it to him on the first down.
Right.
To me, it's just wrinkles are just like the decisions on going for 4th down. It's like they really become magnified when they don't work out.
Exactly.
And they also become magnified in a playoff game where things are tighter, and I do think you have to adjust. You stuck to what you did all regular season long, okay? Some people believe in doing that. I think playoff games are handled a little different, and when you have players that are shining versus other players, you keep going there.
Well, that call I agree with you on, but as far as Gibbs getting the ball when he got it and fumbled, I have no problem with that whatsoever.
One of the other thing, was the second flea flicker or whatever. Ooh, you're going to surprise. Ooh, Lions, surprising me.
I know.
That's a play that, as it happened, I thought J-Mo could have caught it.
Yeah, well, it went through his hands.
Yeah.
It went right through his hands.
They couldn't catch the first one.
Yes, that's true.
I think it's still in the air.
Oh, yeah, that was more than a wounded duck. That was an assassined duck.